Welcome to Legends of Grayskull, the podcast that dives deep into the mythology of Masters of the Universe, with your hosts Matthew Dooch and Shawn Scavano. News, reviews, remasterings and more are just ahead on Legends of Grayskull.
Hello everybody and welcome to the final MOTU March Madness. I am Matthew Dooch. I'm here again with Shawn. Shawn, how are we doing tonight?
I'm doing okay. I'm very curious to see what happened here in this final match. So,
absolutely.
I'm sure you are as well as our viewers, if there are any right now.
I think so. They are. Yeah, there should be some trickling in here. Hopefully, I did not get this scheduled ahead of time. I'm letting everybody know right now that we are live now, and hopefully everybody clicked those buttons so that they don't miss it, like Skelly Vader has done many times. Live now. Come see us live now. Revealing the final champion. So this is it. This is the championship game right here. Plus the final game of the losers bracket, which kind of gives you your third place, right? Because obviously the winner of the championship game is first, the loser of the championship game second, and then the winner of the loser bracket is third. So some good figures in the running. I'm excited. We've been building for this for a while here. And it's been a lot of fun. We've had some great participation. It's great to see all you guys out here. So, yeah.
Yeah, right. Definitely. And plus, I've learned about the whole seating and brackets. So I've I've added to my repertoire as of right now based on us doing this, since I am not manly and I am just Mr. I don't follow the base with the ball or the baskets with the ball. Is any of that?
Like when you hear people say that they're not into sports, you're always like, well, you kind of have, like, you know a little bit about this or that or something, right? Like Shawn is the guy I found out that's like, no, when he says he's not into sports, that means not into sports. So
there was a time years back before children and everything else where my dad and I would watch football from time to time. And so I can't say that I'm completely alien to everything with this, but at the same time, yeah, I haven't followed it for about 20 years. So There you go.
So we got, let's do some shout outs here because I just got logged into the chat and everybody's here already. So we got Pride of Grayskull. What's up, buddy? We got Crisco Kid 4. Welcome. That's a new name. So thanks for popping in. Manny Gonzalez says, hey guys. Skelly Vader says, woohoo, he finally made one of these. And then they're all chatting amongst themselves. So, while you guys are here, make sure you do that DIY hero thing for Skelly Vader. We got about a week left on that. So jump in there, get that vote for him too.
Yeah, get those votes in. Best of luck with everything going forward with this Skelly. Hopefully you come out the conqueror in the end.
Right. All right, so let's jump right over here. Let's just get right into it. So I've got our regular bracket up on the screen, but first I want to go over the loser bracket. So that, and Skelly, feel free to drop a link. I don't have it handy right now, but if you could drop a link in the chat so people can vote for you, that'd be really good. So we got our regular bracket up here. Before we get into that, I want to take a minute here and go over the loser bracket. So that was a lot of fun, too. We kind of threw that together on the fly. Good responses, though. It came down to Beastman versus Trapjaw. So tough matchup. I think if I had to call it, I would call it going to Trapjaw. Like he's one of those names that always comes up as, one of the best figures of the line. Like you talk best classics figure, Trapjaw enters the conversation. So I had him pegged as winning this. I was honestly floored that he didn't make it into the finals, the actual championship.
Same here. Yeah, he is on many levels. That is one of the quintessentials. No way around it. So. But then again, hey, my boy didn't even make it, so there you go.
Yeah, Fisto, he's another one. He didn't even make it to the runner-up, so
yeah.
So
we're not going to use that stupid meme, though. We're just going to stick to what this is about.
Absolutely.
He just couldn't win them all.
So the voting was fierce between Instagram and Facebook, and the final score was Beastman 9 and Trapjaw 4.
Whoa.
So your winner of the loser bracket is Beastman in a huge upset.
Wow.
Yeah. I tabulated twice, so no, Beastman completely took it away. So he is your third place right there.
Wow. All right. Well, you kind of get the feeling getting these results like we might not have our finger on the pulse of the fandom the way that we thought we might have starting this podcast. Yeah. Because we're like, oh, Trapjaw's going to win. Oh, what?
Yep.
That's nuts.
And that was actually without any Toy Huntress support either. I think she missed that one. They were on vacation last week, so I think she missed that game entirely. Right. So, yep. And that's kind of the thing, too. I mean, any given Sunday, right? Yes, Trapjaw's an amazing figure. Beastman's an amazing figure, but the right people came out this weekend for him, and he took it home. So, congrats to Beastman.
Definitely.
Yep, we got Skelly Vader. Initially, he was so sad about Beastman, but then it quickly followed by an "Oh yeah, loser champ." So, Crisco Kid says, "All right, Beastman," and Manny is totally shocked by that. So, hey, Beastman wins, and we shocked Manny. So, good day.
Yeah, no kidding. It's not often that happens.
And now, Toy Huntress just popped in. I'll put Beastman back up on the screen there. Toy Huntress, you did not miss it. We were just going over the loser bracket. Beastman did end up winning the loser bracket, so he is our third place. So pretty good. And now remember, guys, if you haven't voted for the championship game, that ends when we finish calling it. So that's still going on. So pop over to Facebook, pop over to Instagram for He-Man versus Merman right now, if you haven't voted. And Toy Hunter says that she'll take it, that third place. So congrats. So real quick here, our final game is the He-Man versus Merman Championship. So He-Man had a tough. Scott Baker just jumped in. Welcome, Scott Baker. You're just in time. We're just getting to the championship game here. So we'll follow the path of He-Man first. He started off with a tough matchup against Clawful, barely beating him 7-6. Then he went toe-to-toe with Evelyn, stomped her 15-7. And then finally, He-Man went up against Beastman with a sound victory of 11-7 to make it to the championship. Merman, he started off a little bit higher seed. He took on Buzz Off in a 10-3 blowout. He then went on to face God Skeletor and won against him 14-8. And finally, in the another great upset, honestly, in the semifinals, Merman took on Trapjaw and doubled over him 12-6 and won his bid to the championship. So
yeah, he told Skeletor to kneel.
So we got He-Man, Merman Championship game. Who are you putting money on, Shawn?
Well, I'm still going with He-Man all the way, I think, on this one. Every time he's been in any of the matches, he's been the guy. So, it's not just because he's the guy. I've already explained, all that accessories.
Yep.
That's the figure that I had to have out of any figure in that line. So, yeah, got to go with He-Man.
Fair enough. I got to throw it to Merman. I'm sorry. He's so detailed. He's so amazing. Card back and vintage toy come to life.
Mm-hmm.
The extra weapon, all that, the detail on his coral armor and sword, everything else. I got to say, I think Merman should take this.
Okay.
So let's see here. So in the chat, we've got Toy Huntress saying she can't believe it came to them. The Merman toy is so detailed and cool. He gets my vote. Skelly Vader says Merman all the way. Manny says kneel before Zod, which is a great Superman reference, but I'm not sure who he's throwing his support behind. And Crisco Kid says He-Man all the way. So we're pretty split there. Now remember, guys, if you haven't voted yet, this one we are actually going to go through here and we are going to tally it up together. So this one does not end until we hit that final tally. So if you have not voted, you were busy, you went to the beach all week, get in there and vote. So I'm going to start it off here, going to our Instagram. And we're going to see what the votes are over there. So let's see here. So we got Tila Holic voted He-Man. J Mac also voted He-Man. Pride of Grayskull He-Man. Scott 533919 He-Man. And Manny Gonzalez 70 is He-Man. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for He-Man.
Okay.
And then we've got Skelly Vader for Merman. So that is a 1. And I still don't see a Toy Huntress on here. So 5-1 with the Instagram. We'll let Shawn start on Facebook, and I'll check back in on the Instagram in a little bit just to make sure no one else jumps in there right now. So remember, guys, you got to finish up here, and Shawn will pause before the last one he sees, and we'll do a refresh on both.
Yep. All right. So Facebook, Paul Sismal. I'm hoping that's how you say your last name. He-Man. JP Casto, He-Man. Jessica Dooch, He-Man. Manny Gonzalez. Since you asked on Sunday, I'll go with He-Man. If it was on a more evil day of the week like Monday, maybe I would have picked Merman.
It's Monday now. Does that mean he switches his vote?
No, he cast it yesterday. We're going to stick with it from yesterday. Scott Baker, He-Man. Casey Moulton, He-Man.
I don't like where this is going, guys.
Jose Ramirez, He-Man for life.
Jose.
Jesse Arnold, Make Mine Merman.
There we go. So with Jesse, we are sitting at a 12-2 lead here. Yeah, that's it. But I think there's a few more, right? We're not. Just make
there's
sure
a few more. Yeah.
Make sure you pause before the final one, and then we'll both do a refresh.
Jay Gravat. I hope it's Gravati. I know it's Pride of Grayskull, but yes. Yeah. I always feel bad when I have to get to the last name. He went with He-Man. Rachel Rodriguez, Merman.
There she is.
Mary Gioia. I hope that's how you say it. Oh, He-Man. Goya? Okay. Sorry, Mary.
Sorry.
Skelly Vader. Merman. He deserves a true win.
There he is. We're getting some votes now. Here we go.
Yep.
We're rallying.
Jason Torrance. He-Man. Tomas Rydberg. He-Man.
Oh.
J-Mac. He-Man.
You all are disappointing me.
Michael Black. Merman.
There we go. We got this. Skelly, Toy Huntress, we got this.
Peter Christo, He-Man. Doug Turner just posted a GIF, but it was He-Man. And then that would be everything leading up to
all right. So
most recent one.
To Instagram here, pull a refresh. I've got nothing new, so that Instagram is done. Shawn,
and
pull
nothing.
A refresh.
And nothing else on Facebook. There you go.
All right, so that takes it with Merman with 5 and He-Man with 19. Ladies and gentlemen, your first MOTU March Madness champion is He-Man. Congratulations. A well-deserved figure, that's for sure. I mean, we can't take that away from him.
No, we can't.
So, definitely one that we thought would have a good run. He's the main guy. It's a great figure. To me, this is the definitive He-Man now. You know what I mean? They updated the vintage so well. You know, made it its own. It started the line basically. So, yeah. Can't be sad about
the man.
I would have liked to have seen Merman.
I could see why. I'm not gonna tell you that it doesn't hurt to think Merman also didn't win. Couldn't win or whatever. But at the same time, I don't know. It feels right to have the first one be He-Man, and then from there, it's kind of anybody's win next year going forward.
Yep. And talking about going forward here, we have talked about it. We are definitely going to open it up a bit bigger and a bit earlier for you guys to influence the vote. So we're going to expand it next year. And the winner of the previous year cannot compete. So it won't be. So He-Man's won it. He's off the table now. And next year we'll come back and we'll see who can take it. So obviously Merman, Trapjaw, Beastman, there are going to be some favorites here. So, but we'll see. Manny Gonzalez says He-Man destroyed Merman. Wow. Skelly Vader says the ocean is a sea of tears for He-Man tonight, or for Merman tonight. Sorry. And Skelly Vader says next March. So, Toy Hunters will. I think we're gonna stick with classics at least for next year because there's so many of them. That I think we need to do at least 2 years of classics before we move on to other properties. So definitely do want to open it up eventually, but we really want to give classics a fair shake because I mean you're talking over 200 figures, great iterations, never before seen, and some characters we never will see again. Let's be honest, there are characters in here that they're just not gonna make it. Skelly Vader asked if we'll open up to Filmation Classics. That might be something maybe we'll do. Maybe we'll open up to the whole, bring in the Super 7 and the Filmation stuff. And since we're starting with a bigger pool, maybe we do open it up to the whole range. That's something we'll talk about. But thanks guys again. It's been great with, everyone participating. Lots of fun and... Yeah, it's gone so great, much better than I even could have hoped for, and you guys all made that possible. So thank you.
Yeah, this is what happens when we spitball ideas to do something different, and it's cool. I like that other people are joining in, and we're getting some fan response. And again, we got some responses where I was completely shocked. I thought, like I said, Trapjaw. Oh, I thought he was going to be the last guy fighting whoever. The other last one would be
Trapjaw Fisto. Going into it, I thought Trapjaw Fisto was going to be our championship, and we got enough unique minded people like us that it really skewed it. And that's a lot of fun because Trapjaw Fisto isn't who I would pick. It just based on the conversations, that's where I thought it would go. So yeah. So
and thanks. On top of that,
yeah.
Oh, sorry, but on top of that, I'm still surprised and impressed that some of the hot ones, at least the fan favorites. I mean, yes, we had Fisto, we had Trapjaw, but we didn't even have Scareglow. No. Like that was a shocker to me in some of this. So that'll be fun to have some of these fan favorites showing up next year and how that's going to turn out.
Yeah, so, and that was kind of the casualty of starting with the 16. Whereas next year we're already talking it's going to be like traditional basketball. It's going to be 64 starting. So I'm sure Scareglow will be in there. You'll have a regular Skeletor. Those are the guys I'm sure will make it. So. Yep, it'll be a lot of fun. Manny wants us to get ready for May Madness. I think I need a little bit more of a break than that. We might come back mid-year and do something. Maybe around football time we'll do something else too. But yeah, definitely next year March Madness, dipping back into classics figures. So you can mark that on your calendars, guys. So
I'm excited.
That's right. And getting Shawn excited about anything about March Madness, that is a feat right there.
Put action figures into March Madness, I'm completely sold. That's all I needed. I would have never thought that.
No, someone can just do stop motion basketball with He-Man figures. Shawn would tune into every game.
I would actually. I'm such an easy sell. But yeah.
Think about it. You could do like the Masters would be on a team, and then you have like the real Ghostbusters as a team, and Thundercats as a team. You could do all the different franchises, each field a team against each other.
Just go crazy. Just no holds barred. Every Saturday or after school cartoon that you remember from your childhood, going head to head at teams and the brackets. I know what? Show up for that. That'd be fun.
That sounds like an off-world
March Madness
bracket. Oh God,
what kind
of work am I setting up for myself?
I was just gonna say you're making so much more work for yourself doing it like that on top of it. It's lucky we didn't do like a play-by-play, because that would have been even more insane to have and He-Man comes out swinging and and doing all that stuff, and you're just like, oh dear God, having to actually do the narrative for this telecast on top of everything else.
And we thought about that too.
But yeah.
At the end of the day, we don't have that much time at this point.
No.
But we did get Matthew Rodriguez in here once, so that was a lot of fun.
We had adventure, whether we needed that or not. We had adventure. So, yeah.
We had it. It happened. It's there. It's on YouTube.
Maybe that's why Merman did not win. Maybe we had it scared everybody from the water. It was like Jaws, don't go on the beach, don't go out in the water.
Absolutely. And Skelly Vader says it'd be the cereal bowl. I like that, actually.
I like that.
We might have to steal that, Skelly. I'm not gonna lie.
Creative consultant, Skelly Vader.
if you put it in our comments, it's ours legally. It's All right, guys. Thank you all for joining in. If you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe, ring that bell so you don't miss any more like Skelly Vader used to, but he made it. And until next time, thanks for voting.